Good evening, good evening, good evening. How are we? How are we? Welcome to another edition of the Arsenal Huddle. Hope we're all huddled together and in nicely. Welcome along. Big up everyone in the chat. Big up Icy Spicy. Hope you're well. Coco Ig, hope you're well. Not too many in us at the moment, but Acers, always my friend. Massive supporter of the channel and other channels. Thank you very much indeed. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Joseph Connor, big up my friend. Great points on danger. Yeah, we do our best, guys. You know, we do our best. When I go on other channels, I'm not there to score any brownie points. I just say it as it is, and they're just opinions. They're just opinions and debates, and some agree, some don't agree. One thing I think you have to do, though, you have to respect everyone's opinion, whether you agree with them or not. You have to respect them. And that's what it's all about, people. That's what it's all about. But thank you who's followed me. I've been on various channels today. I've been on the Deluded Gooner, was on that, and then went on Dan's channel. So, yeah, busy times, my friends, busy times. But welcome. We are back to the Arsenal Huddle. Big up, Michelle. Thank you. Hope you're well. Everyone, welcome, welcome, welcome. So, let's get into it, guys. Let's get into it. I watched the game today live. I don't know if any of you in the chat saw the game live or whether you watched the pre-season friendly extended highlights. I watched the game, guys, and Odegaard is still the captain, which means Arteta refuses to learn from his mistakes. We'll get into that. Big up KK93, massive big up, my friend. I watched the game, and what did I take from it? Training session, minutes, fitness. Was Milan really up for it? Not really. I always look at it as a bit of a training session, a chance to see the new signings, how they perform. Show off the new football kit, the away kit. And it was nice to have some of the academy players it was nice to have some of the young players on the tour. It was nice to see some of the young players get some minutes. Max Dowman, I thought he's going to be an absolute brilliant talent. I think the guy's got everything, and I've said it on previous streams. He's the nearest thing I've seen since Liam Brady, and that says something. He can use both feet. He's got fantastic balance. He's got brilliant vision. He's going to be a top player wherever he ends up, without a doubt. So that was nice to see Max Dowman. It's nice that the youngsters come on board and get some minutes. Nice to see Wanyeri play a more central position. Is he going to play there during the season? I don't think he will. You might see him play there in the Carabao Cup, possibly. But I don't think he's going to get many minutes there. So it was nice to see what he can do. The first 10 minutes, I thought he took time to adapt his new role, playing that central position. After that, you saw what Wanyeri was really all about, and he was doing some good things. Declan Rice, he weren't really in full groove, but Declan Rice does exactly what it says on the tin. He made some driving runs. He's safe. He gets on the ball, tries to make things happen. One thing with Declan Rice, and I've said it before, he's the sort of player you miss when he's not in your team. Whether he's playing good or bad, if Declan Rice ain't playing, you miss him. Simple as that. I thought Saliba was outstanding. I thought Saliba looked class today. Moving on from that, there were some positives. Saka looked bright. He looked good. He looked bright. He looked hungry. He looked as if he's not far off of the season, to be honest, which is always a good thing. What I'm disappointed about, I'm disappointed with the left-hand side. I think Martinelli's days are numbered at the football club. I think we've seen the best of Martinelli. I don't think Martinelli's going to improve any further. I think if clubs come in for Martinelli, I think he's one that we've got to sell. For me, the left-hand side is weak, and that's what needs to be addressed. That's why I think Madueke's come in. I don't think he's going to improve it, but I think he's going to play on the left with 100%. You don't pay 52 million and sit him on the bench. So that was a problem. Trossard, yeah, he's a kind of glorified bench player, really. I think if they can move him on, they'll move him on. I think he wants out the club. Someone said he was having a few words with a coach after the game, Jova. I think there was a few words between him and Trossard. I've not seen it, but there was something going on, and I thought Arteta was just telling Jova about something on the coaching part. But I think him and Trossard was having a few words. So for me, that needs addressing. Skelly looked okay, but again, I don't think Skelly's a left back. Havertz, I still don't know to this day what he brings, guys. I'm sorry. I don't know what he brings. For me, Havertz should be nowhere near this team. And yeah, I don't know what he does. I don't know what he does. Martin Odegaard looks busy. He looked busy. But does he actually create anything? He's one of them players that kind of looks lively, but doesn't actually do anything. You know, it's like being in school. It's like when you're in the classroom, isn't it? And you make out that you're actually really, really writing. And then when the teacher walks away, you put your pen down and start fiddling around with your ruler and causing all sorts of mayhem. Do you know what I mean? He looks busy, but doesn't actually do anything productive. But yeah, I want to know your thoughts, guys. Let me know what you think. If you saw the game today, let me know what you think. It's a friendly. It's minutes. It's training session. During the Emirates Cup, we'll see kind of where we are. But big up everyone in the chat. Let me get a few. I think Carl Walsh is in the chat. The legend Carl Walsh. Big up, Carl. Always a pleasure, my friend. You know that, my friend. I'll have to get you on the channel, my friend. I'll get you on. Big up, Carl. Big up, Carl. Hope you're well. Love to your family, my friend. Top man, Carl Walsh. Make sure you sub in on following Carl Walsh. Yeah, big up, my friend. Michelle, big up. Kawaji, always supportive. Thank you very much. Aces. The Lynch man. Much love, DJB. Thank you. And the same to you, Lynch. Hope you're all well. Hope your family's well. Hope everyone's good. Football is back. Let's chat. Come on, you Gunners. Yeah, football is back. It's nice, isn't it? You know, it's nice. It's nice. It is nice. We do miss it. Happy you're well, Kawaji. Yeah, big up. We're all in the community. We're all in the community saying hello to one another. That's what it's all about, guys. That's what it's all about. When I do these sessions of a night time, they're just kind of general chats, aren't they? They're laid back, nothing too heavy. I thought the signings looked decent. Do you know what, Lynch, right? I've got to be honest. I thought Norgard had quite a good game. I ain't going to lie to you. I'm not going to come and sort of go all guns blazing here. I thought he was steady. I thought he'd done all right. Norgard, he got in good positions. He took up some good positions. He passed the ball well. He didn't do a lot wrong for me. You know, I thought he looked decent. Zubimendi, you can see he tries to do the right thing. He tries to look to pass the ball forward, which is good. Be interesting to see how that develops with Zubimendi and Rice. I'm hoping it gives Rice more freedom to roam and get forward and make things happen. That's what I'm looking for Zubimendi. I'm hoping it just releases Rice a little bit more. Yeah, we'll get on to Gyokeres in a minute because we all know that that's incoming. When Yeri must play, he must get minutes, major minutes. Do you know what, Lynch? I can't agree with you more. I can't see it, though. I can't see it. The problem is Arteta's obsessed by Odegaard. He's made him captain, and it's going to take a brave manager to take that captaincy away from him and drop him. And I don't know whether Arteta's brave enough to do that. He should do, because that's what top managers should do. He should be brave enough to drop the captain. For me, if we sign Eze, if we get Eze in the door, Eze goes straight in as a number 10. I'd put Eze as a number 10 and I'd play Wanyeri. I'd try and integrate Wanyeri somewhere because he's going to make things happen. Yeah, we'll have to see. Martinelli won't go. DJB, Carl Washington and his way. Yeah, I think if the offer comes in for him, I think Berta will try and find a way to get him out the door. I really do. I think, if someone comes in 55 million, I think someone will come in for him eventually. I think Martinelli is one that we could sell. Mm, yeah, I really do. But we'll have to wait and see. Still a long way to go in this transfer window. Big up DJB. Big up yourself, Jim Bob. Big up yourself, my friend. Did you ever get to go over Oakwell, Barnsley when Barnsley was in last? Yes, I did. Went to Oakwell. Barnsley. Lovely people up in Barnsley. Real, genuine, lovely people. Yeah, yeah, yeah. They had a bit of a crew as well, Barnsley, back in the day. Get the name of them now, but they did have a little bit of a crew as well. A little bit of a nasty old crew did Barnsley. You knew you was in Barnsley when you went Barnsley. You just knew you was in Barnsley. I don't know what it is about Barnsley. You just knew. But yeah, I've been Barnsley, man. Big up Barnsley. Big up Jam Boy, the real one. He's in there. Big up Jam Boy. Hope you're well, my friend. Jam Boy, I try to mod you, but every time I put your name in to make you a mod, it's not you that comes up. It's someone else. I don't know who it is, but it's nothing to do with Arsenal, my friend. But big up, my friend. My brother's real one, yeah. We're all real ones on this community, guys, in this channel. We all want to be real ones, yeah. Havertz should be a utility man, bench player. Good sub cups, assuming he drops to the bench with Gyokeres in. See, my feeling with that, Lynch, right, is for how long Martinelli's been at the football club, I wouldn't want to see a player like Martinelli on the bench. I think that's kind of us being a bit selfish as Arsenal fans. I think if Martinelli moves on, he can kind of rekindle his career a little bit, and I'd like to see him. Not become stale and that kind of Arsenal player that just falls by the wayside. I'd like to think there's a future for Martinelli somewhere, and that's just me being soft towards the player, Lynch, But I can see where you're coming from, my friend. Yeah, definitely. I mean, he would be a good addition to. I mean, he's a good squad player without a doubt, but I don't know. See, again, I hate to say it because everyone goes, oh, you're being negative and you're against the manager and all of that malarkey. But this manager has absolutely crucified him, hasn't he? He's not. Do you know what I mean? He's not got the best out of him, has he? He really hasn't got the best out of him. Martinelli should have been absolutely bombing on by now. Norgard was pretty decent in the first half, better than Zubamendi in the second. Yeah, I thought Norgard done some good things. He won't start, Jam Boy. He definitely won't start. I can't see him in the starting 11. But he looked decent. Again, he's someone that we can bring off the bench. But the problem I've got, right, should we be signing players to warm the bench? I always thought that we should be signing players to challenge the first 11. Why are we signing players just to be squad players? Why are we signing second fiddle players? We should be signing elite players to challenge players that are on the field. People like Odegaard should be looking over his shoulder every 5 minutes, wondering if he's going to get a game. Zubamendi, Declan Rice should be looking over their shoulder thinking, hang on a minute, is Norgard going to really take Declan Rice's place? Unless he's injured. So I think we should have been in a position as a football club after all these years and the money we've spent. We should be like Liverpool, because if you look at Liverpool, they've not bought players as backups. They've bought players as potential first-team players that's going to challenge the players they've already got. That's the difference. That's the difference between Arsenal's signings and Liverpool's and Man City's. Big up, Icy Spicy. I hope everyone's well, my friend. I hope everyone is well. Bless up to you, guy. Big up, Joseph. Other than the goal, I thought Saka was rough. He looked lively, didn't he? Trouble is with Saka, when he gets the ball, he's always he's dangerous, isn't he? He kind of gets you out your seat a little bit, doesn't he? And he's learning to make the right decisions now. You know, he's going to be a little bit rough at first, Jam Boy, because as I said, first game of the season. But if you look at him and you look at Martinelli, it's levels, isn't it? It's absolute levels. If you look at Saka on the right, Martinelli on the left, they're miles apart, absolutely miles apart. And we should have both sides. When Martinelli was banging out, we were dangerous on both flanks. You know, it went Saka, then it went Martinelli, and you know, defensives was like terrified. Whereas now, if you lock down the right hand side of our midfield, if that's locked down, there's no real danger coming from anywhere else, in my opinion. You know. Big up, my friend. Eze Imperative Misk. I tell you what, big up, Miss. Welcome to the channel. Welcome. Guys, if anyone's dropped in the huddle for the first time, welcome to the Arsenal Huddle. We all gather around together and have a big huddle. Welcome to the community. Make sure you sub and smash the likes. Everyone's welcome, guys. Everyone's welcome. What we do, we keep it clean. We keep it respectable. We respect everyone's opinions. We say hello to everyone. And yeah, guys, you know, this is what we try and do. It's not, you know, it's pretty easy going. Shell, welcome. Honestly, that so-called manager is petulant child that will never accept he is wrong. No, but he's going to have to next season. He's going to have to next season because he's under so much pressure. It is incredible. And he's brought it on himself. From day one, every game is going to be a cup final. He's got to learn from his mistakes. He has to change the way he plays. He has to change tactically the way he plays. And he's got to learn from his mistakes. Vincenzo Petroni, big up, my friend. Always. Thank you for your support. Big up Kawaji. Kawaji's everywhere, mate. Kawaji's everywhere. He's honestly, he is stream follower. Big up, my friends. Really? Is that for the mod? Yeah. Yeah, man. Can't get you as mod. Let me have a look and see what's going on, DJB, bro. Okay, my friend. Real one. Just don't see Havertz, Martinelli going in with those wages. Do you know what? Right. This is Havertz. Definitely not. The only way Havertz is leaving the club is if a Saudi club comes in for him. No one is going to pay 280 grand a week for Havertz. No one. I don't care what you say. He is staying at this football club forever and ever until you know, because no one's going to buy Havertz. One, he's not good enough. B, he's on wages are way too high. Way too high. Big up G-Star, 3PS. Welcome. Lawrence, how we doing, brother? Hope you're well, Lawrence. Thank you very much, as always. Massive supporter of the channels. Hi, DJB. Why are we having penalty shootouts in games that don't end in draws? It's all for show, my friend. This is what football's become now, Lawrence. This is what football's become. What happens is, Lawrence, right? They charge so much to watch a game of football in these countries and our country. They have to put on a show. That's what it is now. It's showbiz. It's not football anymore, mate, is it? It's showbiz. Yeah? It's showbiz. There's no business like show business. That's what it is. That's what it's become. That's what it's become. That's what it's become. You know, it's become a kind of... But I'll tell you one thing, Lawrence, right? I'm glad they had the penalties because Kepa looks quite decent on penalties. If ever we get to a penalty shootout during the season, I know what I'm doing. I'm hooking Raya because he's miles away from them. Kepa looks quite decent at stopping penalties. So, yeah, big up, Lawrence. Thank you very much. I hope you're well, my friend. Hope you're well. Real Madrid wants Saliba. Come January, they will. Come January, they will. Trust me. I think Saliba will stay. But then Real Madrid, when Real Madrid come knocking, boy, oh boy, oh boy. Question at DJ, what type of minutes will Mourinho get next season? I think he will be used as a kind of. I think he'll get sort of 20 minutes here, 15 minutes here towards the end. If we're winning comfortably, 2-3-0 up, Rice comes off, resting, Marino on. He'll be used in the Carabao Cup. He'll be used in the FA Cup. And do you know what? If Gyokeres gets injured or something like that, God forbid, he might even be used as a forward. He might be used as an extra forward. He'll get minutes, Marino, but I don't think he'll start. I think he'll be more of a kind of, play it safe substitute. If we're winning, if we need to lock up, if we're kind of on wishful thinking here, but if we're like 2-1 up at Anfield with about 5 minutes to go, you can bring on Marino, take off a forward if you want to play it like that. So I think he'll get minutes. He'll probably get more minutes than Norgard. But then Norgard gives you another option, doesn't he? You can use his height for free kicks and set pieces and stuff like that. So, by the way, what's happened to their set pieces? I mean, I saw corners go in today and look pony. What's happened to our kind of scoring goals from corners now? They all seem to dry up. Big up to Carl Walsh, yeah, always. Big up Lawrence, 100%. When you think about how many teams are buying left wingers, but none have come in for Martinelli. Yeah, true. Spot on. Absolutely 100%. None have come in for Martinelli. No. I know. Perhaps we ain't made it public enough that he's actually for sale. I don't know. I mean, there's a lot of teams that he'll do well at. Can you imagine it? There's a lot of teams that need left wingers. 1-0 Spain. NG Sports. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, because Spain, isn't it? Is it the other semi-final? That'd be a tough one for the Arsenal ladies. If we get Spain, that will be tough. But big up the Arsenal ladies, by the way. Big up the Lawrence. Bonmetti. Big up NG Sports TV. Yeah, big up NB Sports. Yeah, are they, if they're in NG Sports TV, big up to you. Big up Joseph Lynch, Michelle. Smash the likes up. Come on, guys, smash the likes up. There's not too many in there. I mean, there's some big channels going on at the moment. And I respect that. I appreciate that, guys. I'm only, I'm like the, how can I say? I'm like the non-league of the channels at the moment, my friends. But, it is what it is. And we're building it up. We're building it up slowly. And listen, I'm not here for all of that. I'm here just, if I can come on here and we can chat and we can all have a chat and all sit back and have a little chat about things, then all welcome. And as long as the community's all in and we're all enjoying it, why not? It's not about how big you are. It's about what enjoyment you bring to people, isn't it, really? Wait till the season starts, guys. I mean, we'll have loads of things to talk about, won't we? We'll have loads of things to talk about. I'm going to do some post-match reactions as well from the stadium. So when I come out the stadium, I'm going to be doing some live post-match reactions and try and grab some people around me to try and give their say as well. So look out for that as well. So, yeah, all good, man. All good. Big up for Chenzo. TK should be interested in Liverpool, DJB, and I was going to ask what your thoughts on Xhaka potentially joining Sunderland. Do you know what? I think that would be a good signing for Sunderland, Granit Xhaka. He'll bring them a lot of experience. You're going to need that in the Premier League. When you've come up from when you've not been in the Premier League for so many years, and you've come up, You need that experience in the dressing room. You just need someone like Granit Xhaka that's going to have a voice, going to calm things down. And he's got a bit of steel about him, Granit Xhaka. They'll like him, the Sunderland fans. They'll warm to him because he's got that little bit of nastiness around him, and he's got that. It's in his character, and they like that in Sunderland. But you're going to need his experience. So Granit Xhaka will be well welcomed by the Sunderland fans. Etiquette to Liverpool. When you've got Salah, Wirtz, McAllister, and Gyokeres on the left, coming from left, bombing on from left back. When you've got players in your team like that, strikers are going to score goals. And this is going to bring me to my next point. I am absolutely gassed up that we are getting Gyokeres at the football club. He's the best out there. I'd have taken Isak, though. I just want to make that clear. I'd have Isak all day long over Gyokeres, and that's going to cause a bit of problems. That's going to light up the stream world. But Isak's a proven Premier League goal scorer. So I would have taken Isak over Gyokeres, but I'm happy with Gyokeres. Now, the problem I've got with Gyokeres coming to the football club is he was second choice for our football manager. He was first choice for the fans. He was second choice for our football manager. And the reason why he was second choice for our football manager is because he doesn't suit the style of play Arteta wants. Excuse me. Arteta likes that false number 9 role. He likes his strikers to play in that sort of little pocket false 9. He don't like out-and-out strikers. And that's proven. Because look what he done to Aubameyang. Look what he done to Lacazette. And the fact that he hasn't really signed an out-and-out striker. So what I'm trying to say, guys, very simple, is if we're going to get the best out of Gyokeres, we 110% need to change the way we play. And we need to sign someone in this window that's going to be creative. And when I say creative, I mean someone that can pick a pass, someone that's going to be able to kind of run with the ball, make things happen. That is why we need Eze. We need an Eze in our football team if we've got Gyokeres in our team. And Gyokeres is a throwback to an old-fashioned centre forward. He's not going to drop back and defend and chase back. I don't want him on the halfway line. I don't want to see Gyokeres on the edge of our box. That's not what he's going to be all about. But if he don't get the service, that's what he's going to be doing. He's going to be dropping back into midfield. He's going to be dropping on the centre halfway line. He's going to want to pick the ball up on the halfway line. He's going to go out to the left. And he's going to be doing all sorts of madness other than be in the positions we want him to be in. So if we're going to get the best out of him, we've got to create chances for him and get players getting on the ball, not taking too many touches, getting it in early so he can then score his goals. We have got to build the team around Gyokeres. And I know that might sound silly when you've got players like Declan Rice in the team and you've got Zubimendi and players like this and Saka. But we have to build the team around Gyokeres because we haven't had a striker in years. 3 seasons, really, we haven't had a striker. So we need to go, right, you're our main man. You are here to score goals like Haaland, like Pep did with Haaland. I don't want you doing anything else other than scoring goals. I don't want you defending. I don't want you crossing the ball. I want you in the middle. That's where I want you. And if we do that and we change the way we play and get this guy involved, then we could do some serious damage next season. Yeah. I'm not saying we're going to win the Premiership because I still think we're short. I still don't think we've acted like a big club and gone and got the Florian Wirtzes and the Rodrigos and all of that to win the Premiership. But we can certainly do some damage if we play to this guy's strengths. If Arteta doesn't do that and he micromanage and he expects this guy to drop and defend and he expects this guy to do all the dirty work as well as score goals, it ain't happening. It ain't happening. Players like Odegaard has got to be bang on it. We've got to see the Odegaard that we saw 2 seasons ago when he was banging in 15 goals. We need a left-sided midfield player that's going to create, take players on and do madness. Can Madueke do that? We'll have to wait and see, because I think Madueke is going to play on the left. I think Martinelli's days are numbered. I think we've paid £52 million for Madueke to play on the left. Pure and simple. That's why we've bought him. This manager probably believes that he can get the best out of Madueke and turn him into a left-sided midfield player. And that's all well and good. If he can do that, fine. But we do have to build the team around Gyokeres. Otherwise, we're not. This guy's not going to score goals. He's going to look very, very ordinary if we don't change the way we play. Lynch, we need another 10, 100%. Big up Max Dowman. Max Dowman is I said it at the start of the show, guys. Max Dowman is an absolute baller. He's going to be a super player. Dump Nelson, Trossard, Freze, big deadline day. Dump Nelson and Trossard, Freze. Yeah, 100%. 100%. Problem is, what worries me is now we've signed Madueke and spent 50 odd million on him, and we've got Gyokeres. Don't be surprised if that's the end of our window. We could shut our windows, you know. We could be shutting our windows, mate. Lynch, definitely. DJ, AFC always, AFC, big up, my friend. DJB, big up. Have you seen Gyokeres' interview? Thanking Burton, not mentioned Arteta and Gyokeres. Oh, okay. Massive. I've not seen it. I will catch up with it. I'll try and get it. Let me try and get it. I'll probably get done with copyright though if I show it. Do you know what? That's interesting though, isn't it? Yeah, but look. We all knew that Gyokeres is not Arteta's signing. Arteta wanted a Sesko. He wanted him last season. He tried for him in January. Didn't get him. He wanted Sesko. He was all out for Sesko. Because Sesko, he can then play Havertz. With Gyokeres, Havertz really should not be getting anywhere near this football team. Shouldn't be getting anywhere near the football team. Kepa is a solid backup. Yeah, I think he is. I've taken a little bit of stick for that, Lynch, but I think he is. I think when you're spending 5 million on a backup goalkeeper with experience, I think it's a no-brainer. I can understand if you want a goalkeeper because your first choice goalkeeper is not good enough. Then go and spend 30, 40 million on another goalkeeper. But if you know that David Raya, that your first choice goalkeeper is good enough, and you know that is your goalkeeper, then 5 million on a backup goalkeeper is about right. So that's my opinion. Big up Trony. Arteta never forgave Tierney for Palmer's goal in the Community Shield. I watched Arteta screaming his nuts off at Tierney. And if I remember correctly, it was Odegaard that gave the ball away. Spot on, mate. It was Odegaard that gave the ball away. Listen, he never liked Tierney, did he? For some reason or another, when Tierney first came to the club, he was all being gassed up as our next Arsenal captain. Remember the song? Tierney at the back, Gabby in attack. He knows exactly what we need. What happened? If Tierney had been left back, mate, Gyokeres is scoring goals. Because Tierney is such a good natural crosser of the ball. I think we've missed a trick letting him go, you know. I would have liked to have seen Tierney at left back and Skelly as the number 8. Put Skelly in the 8. Put him as a midfield player. Then you're saving money. You ain't got to buy a midfield player, have you? You got Skelly. By the time Max Damon is 18, he's going to be sought after. We'll struggle to keep him. I'm telling you now, Real Madrid settings he is, or Barcelona. He's an absolute baller. Max Damon, age 15, special, massive. Kepa's always been good at pens. It's just everything else. We'll see. We'll see. If he stops a pen and gets us into the Champions League final, I'll be more than happy. Marino is a backup striker and Havertz will be used as a 10. Well, I'll tell you what, if Odegaard don't pull his socks up, you could find Havertz in. Can you imagine Havertz playing in the 10? What I mean, I think the 10's a problem. I'm getting pelters, guys, over this in streams and that. But I think the number 10's a problem. I think we have a problem on the left and the 10. Seriously, I don't think Odegaard's good enough. I don't think Havertz is good enough. And Wanyeri's kind of still learning his trade. That's why I want Eze. I'd sign Eze, drop Odegaard, give Rice the captaincy. There, I've said it. Done. All right, bro, I hear Gyokeres is coming out of Asia to have his medical. I hope so. I hope he's playing Sunday against Newcastle. I'd like that. I'd like to see, Marino is a good squad player. You need those guys to fight on all fronts. I agree, Lynch. You do need good squad players. But what I'm trying to say, my friend, right? If you look at Liverpool's signing, I would swap Liverpool's signings for Arsenal's signings other than Gyokeres. I'd have Gyokeres left back over Skelly, 100%. And I would definitely have Wirtz instead of Zubamendi. You know? So what they've signed players that if players were injured or they was missing their first team players, they could step in and you wouldn't see a difference. If Rice gets injured and Norgard steps in, you're going to see a big difference. That's all I'm saying. And we shouldn't be at the levels where we're signing squad players. We should be signing players that are actually as good as your first 11. Joe ain't had his Weetabix. He's been eating shredded wheat, Jam Boy, I think. I think he's lacking in the Weetabix. Big up, Lawrence. DJB, watch the video of the players meeting at AFTV crew as they were boarding the coach after the game. Trossard was not an happy camper. No, he's not happy. He's not been happy for a while, Lawrence. The bust-up he had with Jova after 90 minutes could be the end. That'd be it. Yeah, that could be it, my friend. I think Trossard's days are numbered. If we can get 25 mil for him. What West Ham buy Trossard? I reckon West Ham would be all right. I reckon he'd be a great signing for West Ham, you know. He'd do well at West Ham, Trossard. He's their sort of player, you know. I can imagine Trossard and Bowen. You know? We should be able to get 25 mil for Trossard, definitely. Big up, Michelle. I think Martinelli would be good under Emery. He always, it was his best season. He loved it under Emery. He loved it. Loved it. Playing him down the middle, got his mojo back. He looked sharp. He looked strong. He looked dangerous. He looked a proper player under Emery. Klopp loved him. Massive. Can you imagine if Emery had have had the money if we'd have given him the time and he'd have had the money that Arteta's had? People forget he got us to a UEFA Cup final. I know we got steamrolled by Chelsea, but we got us to the final. We was 5th. We went on a long unbeaten stretch of games. Lacazette was playing well. Aubameyang was balling out. We just needed a few tweaks. It weren't perfect. We needed to get rid of players, and we just needed a few more signings. I think if he'd have had the time, and if he'd have built the squad that's there now, I think he'd have done all right, you know. I think he'd have done all right. Wenger valued the FA Cup a lot more than the League Cup. Yeah, he did. He did. Proves it in his record. The problem is, Vincenzo, this guy don't value the FA Cup or the Carabao Cup. He don't value one of them. At least our managers in the past valued one of them. This guy don't value any of them. Probably because the history of it. Yeah. I'm here for you, realism, DJB, and the chat is goated. It will grow, my man. Yeah, I hope so. I hope so, my friend. That's what it's all about. Big up DJB from Stockholm, Sweden. Big up, Nico. Make sure you subbed, my friend, and smash the likes. You're welcome. I hope all is well in Sweden. Never had the privilege to go to Sweden. I would love to go to Sweden. I've heard it's quite cheap. £10 for like a Coke or something. I tell you, you all must be on massive wages in Sweden. That's all I can say. But beautiful country, absolutely wonderful country. The lakes, the mountains. Oh, I'd love to go. Yeah, Norway, Sweden, all them sort of countries. I'll get there one day. I'll get there one day. Jam Boy said he's going to win the lottery and treat me. He's going to take me over there. Big up, Luke, my friend. Welcome. Proper badge, that, by the way. That is a proper badge. That is what I call an Arsenal badge. Yeah. Hey, Prome's in the house. Big up, Prome. Been with me since day one. Appreciate it, my friend. Thank you very much. Yeah, absolute legend. Thank you very much, Prome. Exactly, Lawrence, legend. I have a feeling, DJB, that you and the rest of the legends will be doing your nut. Do you know what? Do you know what? Where I sit, right? Where I sit, it's going to turn very toxic if things don't go right. I'm telling you. See, and another thing, that's a good point, Vincenzo, because I don't think Gyokeres and players like this realise the pressure they're under. Can you imagine Gyokeres? The whole fan base is expecting absolute miracles from this forward. They're expecting miracles from this man. He's going to, Gyokeres scoring 60 odd goals, 50 odd goals here, there, and everywhere. And they are expecting absolute miracles, the answers to all our prayers. Yeah. It's as if he's fallen from grace and he's going to give us the Premiership. No one has taken in consideration that the great men behind us was scoring 23, 24 goals in the season. I've got fans saying that this guy's going to score 30 goals. Not even Thierry Henry scored 30 goals. And he had men like Pires and Bergkamp around him. This guy's got Odegaard and Martinelli. So I don't know what people are expecting off of this guy. I think everyone needs to calm down a little bit. He's got to get used to the Premiership. He's never played in the Premiership. And they're expecting miracles from him. So if he doesn't score goals and he goes on a dry spell and don't score, can you imagine the fan base? He's going to get pelters. And it ain't his fault. I'm not blaming the player. I'm just telling you the situation the guy's in. Ten Hag has stated Saka will not be sold as of 3 years left on his contract and they have let too many big players go. Yeah, I heard this, Jam Boy, you know. I heard that he's not going to let him go. If he's not getting game time or he's just being used randomly, it'd be a shame if he keeps him at the club. So we'll have to wait and see how that one develops. Because I think he's keen to come back to the Premiership, isn't he? Sunderland will love him. Do you imagine it? They'll have Xhaka on their shirts. They're going to love him. Please support the channel. Thank and like the stream. Yeah, big up, Pro. Yeah, support the channel always, my friends. Thank you very much for your support. I do appreciate it. You know that, guys. Each and every one of yous. If you've only just joined or you've only just dropped by, thank you for the support. Much appreciated. Really is. NG Sports TV, shame this clown Arteta doesn't respect it. Yeah, I know. Listen, time will tell. Time will tell. One thing, right? He's not stupid, Arteta. He knows the pressure he's under. He absolutely knows how much pressure he's under. Angus, big up, my friend. Evening, DJB. Good evening to you. Finally, we have a world-class striker. Now the Arteta sexuals can't hide anymore. There's no more excuses. Absolutely none. None. I don't want to hear anything. I don't want to hear VAR, red cards, fouls, injuries. Don't want to hear none of it. Don't want to hear none of it. Because they've all been saying all summer, we've strengthened our squad. 8 out of 10 window. We've got squad depth. Norgard, Marino. Yeah? So I don't want to hear it. And I'm not going to listen to it either. I'm not going to listen to it. When I go Arsenal, if anyone around me starts talking nonsense, I could lose my season ticket. Facts. Absolutely. Eze. 100% we need Eze. We should have got Eze 2 seasons ago. Elise as well. We should have got Elise. And this is the point I've been trying to make. We should be in a position now where we've got Elise at the club, Eze at the club, Ivan Toney at the club, and all these players. And then, on top of that, we get Gyokeres this season and Madueke this season. But Eze, Elise, we should have 2 strikers at the club. And all these players coming in this season should be added bonus. It should be the cherry on the top to make us even stronger. But the problem is we've left ourselves short for so many seasons that now, what we're doing now, guys, we're having to buy en masse to make the team strong. And that's been bad management. No matter how you look at it, that's been bad management. We shouldn't be chasing. They should be chasing us. The guy's been in charge for 5 years. They should be chasing us, not us chasing them. It's crazy. Attacking football like, yeah, that's what we need to do. That's what he needs to do. That's exactly what he needs to do, Jamboy. You know. He was lucky to win that. He was lucky to win that. DJB, why has there been no confirmation on the club's website, BBC, Sky, that Gyokeres has signed for us yet? Everyone is having a meltdown as if he's already put pen to paper. I don't know what the hold up is to officially announce it. I'm hoping it's just formality, Lawrence. You know how these signings go, don't they? They all get kind of done behind closed doors, and then they wait for the opportunity to announce it. Whether or not it's because like the club's on tour, I don't know, but we'll have to wait and see. I will start panicking if it goes another week. If we're here this time next week and nothing's been announced, then I'm going to start thinking, where's the official announcement? Because I'm expecting him to have medicals now, get announced tomorrow, holding up the shirt, everything done, and he runs out on Sunday. He's in Singapore and he runs out on Sunday. That's what I'm hoping. But yeah, I'm with you, my friend. I'm with you. I'm looking at it very, very closely. Mems is in the house. What you saying, Mems? You're going to say, Mems, you're going to say that Gyokeres has signed for Man United, aren't you? Big up, congrats on a scrappy 1-0. Yeah, it was scrappy, but, you know, it's a training session, wasn't it? But it's only pre-season. But why does it go to pens for don't like? Yeah, Lawrence asked earlier on, big up, Mems. It's just for entertainment. That's all it's for. It's just entertainment. What it is that these people are paying so much to go and watch these games of football that they've got to just drag it out. It's just for entertainment. That's all it is. It's all it is. Showtime. That's all it is. All for show. It's just all for show. But in a way, I'm glad it went to pens because Kepa looked quite decent saving pens. It's the Suge man. Big up, Suge. Hope you well. Big up, DJB in the chat. Hit the likes and subscribe. Thank you, Suge. Much appreciated. An absolute gentleman. Thank you very much indeed. Yeah, hit the likes. Make sure you're subbing, guys. Make sure you're subbing. And here we go. There's my thanks for all your comments as usual. 100%. Thank you everyone for all your comments. And we're on the road to 2K. Yeah, it's a bumpy road. It's a bumpy road and it's taking its time, but we're on the road. We're getting there, people. We're getting there. Eventually, we will be there. Eventually. But yeah, big up, everyone. Big up. How many we got in the building? 60 odd in the building. Yeah, big up, my friend. Here we go. Terry Tibbs. Big up, Terry. Big up, DJB, with the top Gooners saying the Chelsea's Club World Cup is nothing, but I bet they'll be celebrate the friendly win today as better. Yeah, exactly. We won the AC Milan Friendly Cup. We've won silverware. It's a major trophy. Yeah, you're not wrong, man. You're not wrong. I want all this delusional to stop. I think what it is, right, is that we've been starved of success for so long. They're just clasping onto anything, but they just don't see reality sometimes, my friend, do they? You just got to check in with reality sometimes, and you have to in life, don't you? You have to be a bit real in life, don't you? Yeah, like we all know we're getting like older. We're not getting any younger. Lion Tex raid. Oh, big up, Lion Tex. Thank you very much for the raid, my friend. Thank you very, very much for the raid. Hope you're well, brother. Big up, Lion Tex. Make sure you go subs. Make sure you sub to Lion Tex. Another real one. Another real one. Big up. Vigilante, big up. Thank you very much, my friend. Again, been with me from the start. Thank you very much for your support as always. 100%. 100. Mims Kremer, DJB, it's all good getting Gyokeres and all these signings, but they need to show more. Yeah, I agree. Still need signings and selling players. Totally agree with you, Mims. It's all well and good getting these players in, but if tactics don't change and we don't get the right players in the right positions, it could all go south. And you know, being a United fan, you get bodies on the pitch, but if you're getting the wrong bodies on the pitch, it ain't going to work. 100%. 100%. We will see when the season starts. Odegaard can learn from Dowman. Crazy, isn't it? When you're saying that Odegaard can learn from a 15-year-old, and this is the club's captain, you know there's a problem. How to pass forward and pay killer passes. The kid's an exceptional talent. He's fantastic. I've seen him play in the reserves a couple of times, and he's special. He's special. I told you, I've seen Liam Brady play in the flesh, and Liam Brady's one of my top 5 players of Arsenal. That guy was phenomenal, absolutely phenomenal, and he's very, very close to him. Big up everyone in chat. Big up. Yeah, we're doing all right. I mean, we've got 61 in the chat, so make sure you smash the likes. That'd be great. As I said, there's some other channels flying around tonight at the same time, and yeah, I mean, as I said, I can't compete with those, but welcome everyone. But we won the Singapore Cup today. We did. Come on, Singapore Cup. Arteta gets another 3-year deal and another 5 million in wages. Big up, broski. How did Zubimendi play today? He done all right. He looked positive when he got the ball. What I like about him, he looks forward. That is one plus I like about him. He tries to look for that forward pass. And that's a positive for me. So, listen, I think it's going to take... It normally takes me about a dozen games. I'm normally round about middle of December, Christmas time, before I actually sort of say... No, probably a little bit earlier than that, actually. Probably about the beginning of November, end of November, beginning of December. And then I start to sort of think to myself, yeah, this player's got it. This is an Arsenal player. We're lucky to have him at the club. So it's going to take time, but first impressions, he's okay. He doesn't get me out of my seat. You know, he's not like Alexis Sanchez or anything like that. He's steady. He's a good player. You know, we'll have to wait and see. I think what the big thing is how's he going to adapt to the Premiership when there's players surrounding him and getting on him and closing him down? Because he likes space. And he's not really mobile enough to create a lot of space. He's not like a Cesc Fabregas, where there's 3 or 4 players around him and he'll find some space to move the ball. I think he likes to quite a lot of space, and he ain't going to get that. So it's how he adapts. I'm worried that this clown of a manager is going to run down and into the ground. Just did what Ranieri. Yeah. I don't think he's going to get that many minutes, Lawrence, to be honest. I think there's an age restriction as well, isn't there? He's only 15 at the moment. So I'm not sure. I don't think he's going to get that many minutes. But if he's not managed properly, then, yeah, the same thing will happen. I don't even think he's going to improve him much, to be honest with you. Big up, Joseph. Big up, everyone in the chat. 100%. I've seen Top Gooners say we should get Leao, like, seriously, he ain't consistent enough. He was a few good moments. Yeah, well, they like moments. That's what they like. They like moments. They like moments. They forget about the history and they forget about what's gone on in the past. They just like the moments here and now. Win's a win, but Milan are hardly a good team. Think they finished 8th. We can't really look into the pre-season, to be honest, too much. As I said, it was a bit of a training session. I was looking to see how players were coming back, that kind of thing. You know, I'm way behind in the chat, guys. Experimenting now with players is a total waste of money. Yeah, shouldn't be experimenting. These players have got to come in and hit the ground running. There ain't no room for error. We can't be in a position where we've got to wait for Gyokeres to get hit, you know, score 10 goals. He's got to come in and bag goals straight away from day one. One more attacker, apparently. Gyokeres' Berta's not a... Yeah, 100%. Arteta never wanted him, Quaiji. You know that. Leave Havertz at the zoo. I want to know where he's bulked up. That must have been... I want to know where he's bulked up. He don't look very bulked to me. He looks pretty normal to me. DJB, not been funny, but once Gyokeres walks into the door, I think the Gyokeres deal is Arsenal's last and the only signing. Yeah, I've said it, Mems. I'm with you on that one. I'll be very surprised if we sign any more players. We've got our deadline day disaster, haven't we? We've got the 3 Ds, remember? We've got the deadline day disaster. You know there's going to be an absolute nightmare of a loan signing. Declan Rice, Marley Salmon, Asian Food FC. Yeah, Rice likes a bit of spicy food, I think. Yeah, he was at West Ham for a long time, mate. He's going to love a curry, and he 100%. I know some of the places he used to eat around here, actually. I'm in a bang West Ham area around here. Tommy Setford for the Carabao Cup. Yeah. Big up, DJB. Hope you're well, bro. Line text. Big up, my friend. Yeah, I'm all good, man. I'm all good. We're just having a nice little friendly chat at the moment. We've gone over today's game. As I said, it's set what it was meant to do when it first game and all that. Thanks for the raid, my friend. Braudetta will start Donkey up front next season. A lot of people saying that he'll start Ace as first game of the season. They reckon Gyokeres won't start. They reckon they'll start Havertz. Yeah. Let me go and have a little look, right? Let me have a little look at the... let's see if I can get up. Let's have a little look here. Bear with people. Is it on here? You know when you want to find something, it's funny, like when you want to find something, you never find it. There it is. Seen this before, right? So this is what I reckon. This is what I reckon could start at Old Trafford. Minus Timber. I don't think Timber's ready. By the way, I thought Ben White done all right today. What Ben White gives you, he gives you that overlap, doesn't he? He's very good at overlapping and attacking that space. And it does allow Saka to get a bit free. That's what I like about Ben White. I think he does all right at right back, Ben White. I wouldn't say he's better than Timber, but he gives you something different that Timber doesn't give you. And he does give you that attacking kind of overlap with Saka. Because before Timber came, Ben White and Saka had a really, really good understanding on that right-hand side, and it worked brilliantly. For some reason or other, Arteta changed it, and I don't know why. But I think this could be the starting 11. I honestly think that Madueke will start on the left. I reckon Gyokeres has got to go up front. Now, if he puts Havertz up front instead of Gyokeres, this fan base will go nuts. Yeah, this fan base will go nuts. What do you reckon, people? What do you reckon in the chat? Do you agree with me? Do you think that would be the? Do you reckon that would be the starting 11? I'm happy we get rid of Rashford, but we'll shine at Barcelona. I can't believe Barcelona are going for Rashford, my friend. I really can't. I'm shocked with that. I thought he'd have been our deadline day disaster. Who knows? Time will tell. But can you imagine Tierney winning in Scotland and Arsenal go trophyless? That's going to happen. That's on the cards, Mims. Tierney's going to win in Scotland, 100%. All the players that leave Arsenal win trophies. Tierney played well for Celtic the other day. He's a brilliant left back. Brilliant left back. 100%. We should never have got rid of him. This Skelly, right? Can you imagine Tierney playing at left back now? Skelly coming into midfield. Yeah? Having this role here somewhere. Yeah? But I was on Dan Potts' show earlier, right? And I was on with Jez, the Godfather Jez, big up Jez, right? And he said, and it got me thinking. He said, why can't he play Havertz and Gyokeres and go back to a 4-4-2? I don't know. Would it work in some games, a 4-4-2? Because he likes his 4-4-3, doesn't he? Could he play a different system? Could he play Havertz up front with Gyokeres? Could we go back to playing with two strikers? You know, Tierney told me he always love Arsenal. Thanks the fans for all the love and support. Yeah. Oh, he likes Arsenal. 42 likes. Come on, guys. How can it be 42 likes? We've got 50 odd in the building. Get these likes up. Liverpool literally got first team players. They've got first team players all over the show, guys. 100%. 100%. Martin, big up, my friend. Been with me from the start as well. Big up, bro. Always a pleasure. 100%. Big up, DJB. You're spitting out some real facts today on the shows. Yeah, that's what we're here for. You just give it as it is. I say it as it is. I give the facts as it is. Yeah, nothing abusive, nothing threatening. Just literally putting it out there. No problem at all. That's what you do. And it's my opinion. And as I said, I don't care if you can agree with it, you can disagree with it, Martin. You know, that's how I roll, my friend. Big up, my friend. Guys, make sure, if you want to know where my channel is, make sure you that there. Give that a little zap. BK, big up BK. Thank you, my friend, for dropping in. Thank you. Give that a little zap, and that takes you straight to the channel. Straight to the channel, guys, and then you can sub and do whatever you want. Lynch, Emery 6 years and $1 billion couple of yeah. I think you're right, Lynch. I think Unai Emery would have, with that support and that, I think he would have come good. Big up if you're all in the chat, guys. Darren, thank you for just joining. Thank you. Big up, Darren. Let's see if we can get. Let's see if I can get Mikel Arteta's post-match. Post-match. Arteta. Milan. Here we go. Let's have a little look at his post-match. Let's have a look, guys. Bear with, and we'll get this up for you. Share screen. Here we go. Let's have a look. There he is. Super duper Mick. There he is, guys. You know, super duper Mick post-match. Mikel Arteta was happy man after we started our pre-season program in Singapore with a dominant, see how they use the words, guys, dominant 1-0 win over AC Milan. It was dominant, absolutely dominant. I wouldn't say it was dominant. Do you know what I mean? Big up, everyone. Bukayo Saka. Bukayo Saka was the only game's answer, and there was further reason for the local supporters to cheer. A new signings, Christian Norgard, Kepa Arrizabalaga, Martin Zubimendi made impressive debuts. Teenage duo, Marley Salmon and Max Dowman, both still 15, also tasted first team action for the first time. See, I think that's a good thing. That's one of the good things about pre-seasons. You can get your youngsters out there, can't you? After the game, Arteta met with the media at the Singapore National Stadium, where he was asked about the performance, the new players, the academy, Kai Havertz and more. Why was he asked about Kai Havertz? What did he do? Here's a full transcript. Let's have a little look here, guys. Let's have a look at the waffle. On Bukayo's performance today, yeah, we're very happy with the performance, especially with the attitude. Well, he should have a good attitude because he's our best player. The quality, the determination that we showed throughout the game. Obviously, to win as well, yeah, regarding individuals, he was a really good level. Other things that he had to do, give himself the best chance to explore his qualities, which are better and more highlighted, and with more impact than physically at the highest level. There you go. He's exploring. Got Saka exploring. He has. Brilliant. You ain't got many managers that can get you exploring, have you? Yeah. Arsenal signed 6 players in the summer transfer window. You know Berta's influence. Yeah, he's done the business so far, my friends. DJB are a legend. You should be 10k real one and proper gunner. Yeah, I'm nowhere near that, my friend. If I can reach 10k, blimey. That'd be a dream. I'm nowhere near 10k. It's going to take ages. I watched as well. The tempo was okay considering it was friendly. Yeah, it was all right. I thought we were dominant. I thought we'd done all right. David C, big up, my friend. On my way home from work, enjoying the show. Thank you very much. We're just going to go through a little bit of press conference. Obviously, keep breaking every now and again. Max Dowman. Yes, I've not seen this, guys, by the way, because I've been busy. I've been on the Deluded Gooners and I've been on Dan Potts'. So I've literally been streaming and been on other channels. So first time I'm seeing it. Yeah, I'm very happy with all the kids. I think they're able to play at that level. With 15 years old, in my opinion, because of the environment and the culture that is within the team. And when somebody makes you feel so comfortable and so confident straight away, you can go and do it. Obviously, it gives you the best chance. You have to have the qualities that this kid has. This kid's got loads of qualities. And in the right environment, well, I don't know. Depends how you manage him, Arteta. Because if you take that talent away from him and micromanage him and tell him to go here and go there and you do this and you do that, you're gonna take all that talent out of him. On finishing the match with academy graduates, yeah, it's very good. It's a lot of work in the academy. All the coaches, people involved, and its moments give the opportunities to reward them. And they certainly took the chance today. It's difficult circumstances against a very big team. It's incredible how 15-year-olds, they can perform at that level. 100%. It's brilliant for them. Absolutely brilliant for them. They're not going to get many minutes next season, though. On Kai Havertz, yeah, he's in very good place. He's in a very good place. Of course he is. He's on 280 grand a week. I'd be in a good place if I was on that sort of money. I'd be in a wonderful place. I think the game that he had, I think he was in 3 or 4 times. He was completely free, yeah, and he didn't score. Surprise, surprise. And the ball arrived to him. His work rate, what he offers to the team, it's top. See, this is what worries me about this football manager. Just the words he uses when it comes to Kai Havertz. Yeah? His work rate. Come on, Lynch, man, you're in the chat. Really? Did you see work rate from Kai Havertz? What he offers the team it's top. It's top. This is why this guy is going to play him. Gyokeres or no Gyokeres, Kai Havertz is going to play next season a lot of games. He scored against Watford. Today he was very close a couple of times as well. Overall, very happy with him. No good being close. We've got a Premiership to win. Can't be close. This is what worries me about this manager. Just the words he uses around Kai Havertz. You know? Crazy. Terry Tibbs, talk to me, talk to me, talk to me. What a programme that was, Phone Jacker, man. Brian LeBontin, my boy. Big up there. Evening, DJB. Oh, man. Brennick, 74. Evening, my friend. Evening, DJB in the chat. Martinelli is not good enough. Yeah, I feel sorry for Martinelli because people are really getting onto him and it's not his fault. The manager's thrown him off the cliff, mate. It's not his fault, but I see where everyone's coming from. Think he still has a career at Arsenal? No, I don't. Madueke's putting pay to that. Martinelli with Spurs, Liverpool example, they would see it as, yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't know. I think he's gone at Arsenal. I really do. So this is again, it just worries me. His wording around Havertz just worries me. Ewan Timber is still not there. He's not fully trained yet with us. No, because he's got an injury. Gabby had a little niggle the other day. There you go. There you go, people. I said it on my stream the other day, didn't I? I said Gabriel worries me coming back from a grade 3 hamstring. A centre half like Gabriel that puts his heart on the line. Very much an impact player. Very much a, all or nothing player. And there he's got a niggle the other day. I do worry that Gabriel's not going to make a whole season. I really do. And I bet you that's why we haven't sold Kivior. Because of the fact he's been out for so long as well, we have to manage him. No, you have to manage the players a lot better. That's why they was injured last season. I mean, we've been in Spain, different pitch, different conditions, nothing to do with it. See, he's making excuses again. This is what annoys me. The excuses again. we've been in Spain, different pitches, different this, different that. No, it's been 30 odd degrees all summer in England. Different ones come here and there, and a lot of changes. We have to minimise the risk. Yeah, you do. Because you're the one that put him in that position last year. We was playing him for 90 minutes in the game just before a Champions League game. Why? Didn't need to. The game was won. I think we was 7-something up on aggregate. Make it make sense. Havoc Arms looks the same as usual. They're feeling, yeah, they are, man. It's a load of crap. Absolute load of crap. We should start having bets on what's going to be the DDD. Yeah, that's it. The 3Ds, the deadline day disaster signing. Have a bet, guys. Who do you reckon it'll be? Someone on loan. Deadline day disaster signing. We'll sign someone. Yeah, on today's atmospheres, yeah, it would love to have full stadium. Unfortunately, it wasn't the case. But when they've been around the team, they've always been extremely positive. And yeah, I hope to play the next games here at home. On potentially seeing new arrivals on the tour. Yeah, know that. I'm not going to speak about certain players that are not with us yet. Gyokeres, he's not going to talk about him yet. On the plan for Max Dowman next season, people? No, we don't know. With all the young kids at the end, they are in and around the team constantly, and they're really used to the dynamics. See these words, they're used to the dynamics, the demands, and especially raising the physical levels, because the demands and the actual to be able to perform an impact on the game at the level and the demands really, really high physical standards. And they are getting that. And that gives them another platform. And then they will have to earn it. There you go. The demands, the demands, the demands. The demands. Yeah? No wonder we had a lot of players injured. The demands that this guy puts them under. Demands, demands, demands. On Ethan Wanyeri's impact. Well, really good. I think, yes. Guys, this is what the manager waffles on about, and this is what people don't see. All they see is like, oh, we finished second. On Ethan Wanyeri, impact. Well, really good. I think, yes. I think. Wasn't he or wasn't he? Any other manager would turn around and go, I was absolutely over the moon with Ethan Wanyeri. I thought when I moved him into the centre, the guy adapted. Yeah, right away, a few holidays. Those kids, they come back from the summer and look different already. They look more mature. They have a better present. Ethan, certainly, he's been training really hard. They only had a couple of training sessions with us. So for him just to be able to play 45 minutes in the interval is really positive thing. And the same with Marley. The same with Josh. So really happy with them all. He thinks. On the pre-season plan with the team, yeah, there's always things to improve, and try to find the cohesion within the players and share the minutes. And everybody has to step up a level. We know that, and we're certainly in the good direction. So guys, no excuses then. We're all going in the right direction. We are all going in the right direction. This guy knows exactly what words to say. He uses a lot of buzzwords. He repeats himself a lot, but doesn't actually really get to the nitty-gritty, does he? Yeah. Nothing changes, people. Nothing changes. But we will see. The demands is very, very high, guys. Very high demands. I demand that you smash the like and sub. Demand it. I'm demanding. Yes, I think you have smashed the likes and sub. I think. Yes, I think. All right. With the signing of Gyokeres, yeah, honestly, Trossard, Martinelli need to be sold. They have to be sold. We've got to move players on. Martin Tapp, I like you, DJB, would be concerning Gyokeres under the manager's tactics and midfield creativity that's behind him, and it stands unless he says Eze's coming at least. Yeah, Martin, that's the way I see it, my friend. As I said, I've played football myself. I've watched a lot of football. And it's like anything. It's like any striker. Even Alan Shearer, if he weren't getting the service, he went looking for it. Untouchables, big up, my friend. AC Milan is my Serie A team. Oh, wicked. Pulisic is better than Leao, and as we could all see today. I like Pulisic. I think he's underrated. I'm with you there. I don't know what's happened to Leao. I mean, Leao's a sort of player. He's a kind of hit and miss player, isn't he? He does some good things, and he's a bit like Odegaard, isn't he? Looks busy, but never actually does anything. Big up, Untouchables. Boy, Tendio. If Arteta can justify starting Havertz over Gyokeres at the start of the season, then everyone needs to stop pretending he could be sacked. True. But this guy loves Kai Havertz, and he has to justify paying 65 million for him. He will get him into the team somehow. Kai Havertz will play a lot of minutes. Clement. Big up, Clement. Why do I get the feeling that we won't sign any more players after Gyokeres? Yeah, well, do you know, I think there's a lot of people on the same feeling, Clement. I'm on that same feeling as well, and I've said this. I think the Madueke money I think if we'd have only spent about 30 odd million on Madueke, then I think we might have seen another signing. But the fact that we've signed 50 odd million on him, paid 50 odd million for Madueke, I think that could be it. And the Eze's gone really, really quiet, hasn't it? And we need to sell players, and we're struggling to sell players. We're struggling to get players out the door. We've still got Fabio Vieira. We've still got, Nelson. We've still got all these players at Zinchenko. I'm surprised we've still got him. You got to remember as well, we've still got Jesus at the club. He ain't playing till January, and we're paying him 250 grand a week. A lot of people have said that, Clement, that 29 will start at Man United. Yeah, don't be surprised. Get your head around it. I don't see Gyokeres playing against his old manager for some reason, or he's going to... Yeah. There's no way on earth as it should be. Oh, no. Jam boy, you know that. I know that. Half the footballing world knows that. But don't be surprised. This is a manager that played Thomas Partey at right back and dropped Gabriel Martinelli at home to Fulham. Yeah? Don't be surprised. Big up, everyone. And Gyokeres should start over 29, 100%, all day long. There's no way Havertz. Well, hope not. DJB Rashford's his Barca's official. It's a new... Oh, dear, oh, dear. Well, I wish him luck, man. I hope he can turn his career around. See, I'm not an evil person, people. Just because it's Rashford, I've got no hatred against Rashford. I thought he'd done some good things. I thought Rashford potentially... I don't know. He just seemed to lose his way at Man United, didn't he? I don't know why. I hope he turns his career around. He could play Havertz and go out together. That's what Jez said. Jez said that on Dan Potts' show, and he could do. There's no reason why we can't play two up front. Not many managers play that way, though, do they? And I don't know why, because that would really fool the opposition, wouldn't it? Michelle, there's no need land. No, they landed in Singapore with Gyokeres was announced. 67 likes. Come on, Clement. Thank you, my friend. Get the likes up. Look at the chat. It's flying. Absolutely flying. Maybe Berta thought Arteta needed to be different continent when he was announced. Left centre half, who's Calafiori should be playing, not left back. Drew's out with me with Calafiori. I still haven't seen enough to convince me that he's a top player. He's an okay player, but he hasn't convinced me enough yet, Calafiori. He really hasn't. You know, I'd play Kivior instead of Calafiori. That's going to shock a lot of people, but I would. I think Kivior's done all right. That cross he put in for that goal today, that was quality, that cross. Calafiori should not be playing full stop. No, I don't think he should. He ain't done enough for me. Saliba hasn't signed the new contract he's been offered. Are you worried? Very worried. If Saliba don't sign that contract, that Gyokeres coming in goes really flat. Can you imagine us announcing Gyokeres and in 3 days later, Saliba's leaving the club, or he's not signed another contract? Can you imagine it? I think Saliba's a top player, man. I really do. He's a top player. He's Van Dijk. He's Arsenal's Van Dijk, 100%. Look at the buzzword dominant. Yeah, dominant win 1-0. Wouldn't call it dominant. It's basically a friendly. Mems, I'm with you, my friend. Dominant. It's all media hype, isn't it, with Arsenal? Everything about Arsenal is PR and media. Everything. Do you know what I mean? It's crazy, man. It's crazy. Question for you guys, right? Realistically, said it in the title. Have we done enough? Do you think we are prepared for next season? Or do you think we still need to sign 3 or 4 more players? Or have we got enough? If Gyokeres comes in, I still think we need 2. I still think we need a left winger. And I still think we need a creative midfield player. Go get Rodgers from Aston Villa or something. Always. Man United is always our biggest test. That's my biggest rivalry, Mims. No disrespect to you, Mims. Big up. I say I respect every single football club, every fan, everything, right? But my biggest rivalry is Man United. That is the one game I want to take maximum points from. More than Spurs. It's deep for me, Man United. It goes back years. FA Cup, Alan Sunderland 3-2. Goes back even before then, during the 70s. Then all the Wenger era, all the fighting on the pitch, the Van Nistelrooy, the bust up in the tunnel. Oh, honestly. And no matter how bad Man United are, or no matter how bad they are at the moment, Manchester United is always going to be a tough game. Always. 100%. Massive game. Guys, make sure you're smashing the likes. Make sure you're subbing as well if you haven't done so. Don't cost anything. Unless you want to become a member, and then it's big up. Yeah, I want to try and build the membership up. Then we can do members-only streams and stuff like that. That'd be cool. How could it be very happy with the performance? No, as I said, guys, it's a friendly. It's a friendly. He's going to say the right words, and he's going to come out with it. He's never going to come out and, Isn't it funny how he never gets asked questions about him, though? When he must play seriously. Yeah, he's got to. Will he get the best out of him, though, Lynch? That's the problem. That's what you've got to ask yourself. Just came off League Gunner show to watch your show, Legend DJB. Arsenal fans mocking Chelsea. Oh, big up, rich money makers. Thank you very much. Yeah. Why are we mocking Chelsea fans? Hit the likes and subscribe. Free take seconds. Absolutely. 79 likes. Why are we mocking Chelsea? How can we mock Chelsea fans? They win everything, Chelsea. We can't mock fans that win everything, surely. We can't even mock Spurs fans. They won a European trophy. We ain't won anything. Free short. Left wing, left back. How are we still short after all these years and all this money spent? How are we still short? I don't see how we're still short. If Arteta keeps playing Odegaard, it's going to hinder the team hugely going forward. And the way he'd been playing the last year is a big issue, problem. Can't see him improving. No. I said it right, that I think Arteta's reached his maximum. I don't think you'll see another season like you saw Odegaard that season. I think that's it. I think we've seen the best of Odegaard. He's another player that's kind of hit the ceiling, a bit like the manager. I don't think he can get any better. He needs something drastically. He needs to be moved into the 8 or something like that, or more central, a bit like Wanyeri today. We ain't ready to win the league this season. We need a... Yeah, I know. Well, we're nowhere near ready to win the league, my friend. Jim Bob, big up. DJB, I think Arsenal needs 10 new players and a manager. Yeah. No, I don't know about 10. As I said, defensively, I think we're not too bad. I don't think we're too bad defensively. Although Gabriel's a worry for me. I don't know whether he's going to come back the same player after that injury. There's loads that are not answered, DJB. Havertz, Odegaard, Jesus, Martinelli, Trossard. All got to go. All have to go, my friend. 100%. They all have to go. There's loads not the answer, DJB. Havertz, Odegaard. Yeah, they do. They do have to go, guys. 100%. See, the problem is, right, we are now in a position where we do have to get players out the door. You know, and it's all right, Berta coming in and doing all these signings and doing all this madness, bringing players in. And I get that, and that's cool. But we do have to get players out the door. Because you can't have players at a football club on wages just sitting there. Because let's be honest, what game time Fabio Vieira is going to get? What game time realistically is Nelson going to get? Seriously. What game time are they going to get? They're not going to get anything. So they've got to be moved on. They've got to be moved on. And Martinelli's taking quite a bit of stick off the fan base today. And I don't think he deserves it. I don't think he deserves it. Because, as I said, this manager hasn't improved him, and it should be down to the manager. But it won't. It won't. It won't go his way. I think this Arsenal's transfer window is done, to be honest. Yeah, I think it is. I think once Gyokeres is in, I think it could well be done. 100%. If Saliba doesn't sign a new deal, he'll be off to Madrid. Oh, man. I hope he signs a new deal. I hope they lock him in. But I said it the other day, though, Mims. Nowadays, contracts don't mean nothing. Contracts don't mean nothing. The only thing when you got a player under contract, you kind of set the bar. But if a player wants to go and wants to leave the club, contracts or not, you can't really keep him at the club. If a player don't want to play for you, then you can't really keep them at the club, because all you're doing, you're paying them their wages, and all you're doing is just causing a problem. You have to move them on. Shouldn't be any more signings, really, considering 200 million plus spent in the window already. No, not really. You know, we've spent millions, haven't we? The manager, since he's been in charge, though, has spent absolute millions over the years, hasn't he? Crazy amount of money. This is what the top gooners don't realise. The longer we go without silverware, yep, said that. Rob Future, big up, my friend. Big up everyone in the chat. Thank you very much for your support. Thank you very, very much indeed. Much appreciated. Thank you. I've said this. The longer it goes on, you're going to see players wanting to leave. Players like Saka and Saliba and Rice, they're going to want to win major trophies before they pack up their career. And I reckon if Saka doesn't win anything next season, that'll be it. I reckon his head will be turned. I reckon he'll be gone. I reckon we've realistically got one more year with Saka if he doesn't win anything. If he wins a trophy, then I think he'll, probably see his contract out. But heads will start turning if players don't win trophies. That's because that's what they want to do. That's why they play football. They don't play football just to have a good time. They don't play football just to please us coming second. They play football to win trophies. That's what they play. Don't mean a thing when money talks from Madrid. Yeah, exactly. Means nothing, Mims. You know that, don't you? You absolutely know. Big up, Martin. When Gyokeres sees the trains, the Arsenal midfield behind him, he will go on strike again to get back to sporting. Watch this space. Heard it first. He's got attitude, hasn't he, Martin? That's what I said. This guy's got attitude. He downed tools at his football club. He refused to train, and they were still paying him. So he's got something about him. He's got attitude about him. Now, how's Arteta going to handle that? Because Arteta don't really like players. He don't like players that cause problems. He likes good little boys that sit in the corner, put their football kit on, lace up their boots, and just listen. He don't want confrontation. He hates it. So if this player comes in and starts saying, really, you want me to play on the left? Ain't happening. I ain't doing that. If he starts questioning him, watch this space. Gyokeres or not, he'll drop him. Top club showed interest in Xavi Simons, made it clear he only wants Chelsea. Yeah, they'll get him. I said this the other day. I was speaking to someone the other day. Xavi Simons is going to Chelsea. We've given you the money for him. We've signed Madueke for you. Chelsea can have him. No problem. There you go. Have it. Todd Burge, big up, my friend. Big up. Nice to see you. Thank you very much indeed. Big up, DJB. We need to get rid of Arteta, Odegaard. And yeah, we do, but it's getting rid of them. That's the problem. Saka, Martinelli, Zinchenko was really good. Yeah, they were. That 22-23 season, we played some good football. We did play some good football. Listen, I'm not all negative, right? We played some good football. It was nice to watch. I was excited. I really thought we were going to win the league. I really did. And then he blew it again. At big games, at big crucial moments, when you need your manager to do something, he blew it again. Oh, man. The rest is history, my friends. We need a left back. Yeah, I think Skelly will get found out next season. I like Skelly. It ain't Skelly's fault, but I just think he'll get found out. I think there'll be a few penalties he'll give away. I think he'll give away silly free kicks. He's inexperienced at left back. Easy way to get rid of them is to terminate their contract. We have been doing it for the years. Yeah, we have. We have been doing it for years. We done it when this manager joined. He was ripping up contracts. Players were going on a free and everything else. And we're still ripping up contracts and players going on a free. Tomiyasu, Tierney. We still need players out the door. We still need players in the door. Nothing's changed. It's just gone round in full circles. Xhaka was a vocal leader along with doing some of the creative work and general every work around the pitch. He was, but he was Xhaka consistent season in and season out. Not really. Not really for me, Boytendio. Not really. Big up, everyone. Even George Graham didn't mind a rebel. Yeah, George Graham knew, didn't he? Listen, any good player comes with attitude. It's part and parcel of the game. Eric Cantona, say no more. You look at all the great players, Zidane, all the great players have got attitude. It's what makes them great. That's what makes them great. And managers know this. And good managers accept it. And good managers manage that. Unfortunately, this is what I'm saying. Lee Raid, big up Lee. Thank you very much for the Lee Raid. Thank you, Lee. Big up, my friend. Big up to Lee. Always El Capitano. Big up to Lee. Make sure you do all the subbing and the likes to him. Thank you, Adam. Thank you, my friends. Thank you for coming over. Thank you for showing some love on here. All welcome. Make sure you sub and smash the likes, guys, on the way in. That will really help. Thank you very much. Saka was not consistent. He wasn't. He had one good season in my book, Granit Xhaka. It's the only season he had. DJB about Arteta overplaying Saka with adrenaline and ruins his World Cup chances. Do you know what, right, Mems? That is a really, really good point because it is World Cup year. It is World Cup year. Harvey, big up, my friend. Make sure you put a smash on sub as well. Thank you for joining me. Thank you very much. Big up, Lee. Big up, Lee Gunner. Yeah, it is a World Cup year, and players are going to be looking towards the World Cup. And this is what I'm saying. Imagine Odegaard, like Norway. It might be the only chance he gets to play in a World Cup finals. If it comes to January and we ain't sort of firing or we're not doing any damage to the Premiership, Odegaard's just going to switch off. He's going to think, I ain't doing that. I'm not doing this. No way. Lee Ray, big up, cats. Big up, my friend. Welcome. RV22, big up. Make sure you smash the likes. Make sure you sub. Yeah, it's going to be crucial, the World Cup year. Saka, he's not going to want to get injured. I would hope that players are not thinking that way. But you're going to, aren't you? When if you're getting to January, February, March time, and you're like 10 points off the lead in the Premiership, are you really going to? I don't know how they think, players nowadays. I know how I'd be thinking. I'd be looking at the World Cup. Don't want to get injured now. I want to play in the World Cup. Don't be surprised if Saka and Rice missed the World Cup. Lee Gunner called it. No, don't be surprised. He's right. He's absolutely right. Look at today, right? I'll give you an example today with Saka. He played that whole game. You know what I mean? Look at Saka today. He will play him in all the cups, everything. It's madness. But we guys that have just joined us from Leeds, big up, my friends. We've just been over the post-match. And some of the things are alarming. The way he talks about Havertz, the love he's got for Havertz in his post-match, just his wording around Havertz, what he brings us. He works hard. All this nonsense, he says, Didn't think we would finish second in 23-24, especially when he played Havertz, Rice, Odegaard, midfield for 10 games. No, I didn't think we'd finish second, but, he kind of messed it up, didn't he? He messed it up again. Don't be surprised. No, he will miss the World Cup, man. Big up everyone in there. Arteta doesn't have the solution because the playmakers out on the outright don't trust him. He's got to have the solutions. We are under so much pressure next season, guys. 171 in the building. Make sure you are smashing the likes, guys. Do you like your new blue Chelsea kit? It's all right. It looks all right with the silver. It's funny, isn't it, how all the lettering's silver. Silver for runners-up. Got the silver medal. Silver for runners-up. Funny, a couple of seasons ago, we had gold. We had like gold stripes, didn't we? Now we're reverted to silver. Do you know what I mean? Coincidence, isn't it? Madueke is the solution. Madueke, I tell you what, I don't know what to make of this guy. How have we paid 50 odd million for Madueke? He cost Chelsea like 20 odd mil, and we're paying 50 odd million for him. Just that alone, you've got to ask questions, haven't you? Saw you earlier, DJB, on Dan Potts' podcast, and you were all good, even Christian. Oh, cheers, my friend. Yeah, all good. All good. Yeah, it was a good podcast out on Dan's, you know. It was good. It got heated sometimes, and then the Yardman joint, big up the Yardman. He joined in proceedings as well, and it got lively, but it's a lively debate, and that's what it's all about. That's what it should be about, my friend, shouldn't it? It's got to be lively. You have to have lively debates. As long as it don't get personal, I'm fine with lively debates. I haven't got a problem with that. Matthew Ballman, hey dude, how you doing? Big up, my friend. Make sure you smash the likes for me. Evening, DJB. Next season, what a success to you. It's just my any trophy, or is it specially the Premier League? Jason, my answer to that, my friend, is I am trophy starved. Yeah, I'm hungry, brother. I am trophy starved. It is like going on a night out and you're desperate for a burger or a kebab, and you get to the van or that takeaway place and it's shut, and you got to go home and you've just got to settle for beans on toast. But you're happy with the beans on toast because you're not hungry. It's all you've got. It's all you've got. Bit like the trophies. I would take a domestic cup double. Anything. Not ideal. I mean, I have this debate with Kenny Ken. Me and Kenny Ken, we just like, we have this kind of heavy debate all the time, me and Kenny Ken. Kenny Ken's the Premiership. And yeah, I'm the Premiership. But if you was to give me a choice, Champions League all day long. I would take the Champions League over the Premiership. And the reason is because it's the one thing that we haven't won. And it is the one thing that all the clubs can lord over us. You can't eat at the top table unless you win the Champions League. You have to win that Champions League. Cheers now, I want a kebab. I've not had a kebab for months, man. That used to be my thing when I went out of a night back in the day. About 5 years ago when I was young. Don't start, everyone. Right? I'm not that old. Anyway, back in the day, you'd go out, wouldn't you, on a Friday night, and then you'd be like, kebabs always taste special when you've had a few beers. Yeah. That's when I could have a few beers. I mean, I'm lightweight now. A couple of beers and that's it. I'm finished. I'm done. I want my sleeping. Trophy starved in the fog with only a sleeping bag. Lynch, you know, didn't you? All those that have come over from Lee, right, that's not joined my channel. On the stream the other day, I made an analogy, right, that supporting Arsenal was like driving in the fog. You're stressed out, you can't really see where you're going, and you're nervous. Yeah? And it's slow going. That is supporting Arsenal. That is the perfect analogy of supporting Arsenal, is driving in the fog. slow going, nervous, you're on edge, and you can't see where you're going. Get your kebabs in, guys. Come on. If you're getting kebabs, I'll drop me one. Yeah. I've been desperate for any trophy. Yeah, you got to have it. Look, as I've said before, right, guys, another thing I've said before is you need to start somewhere. These players cannot keep going season in, season out, finishing runners up, losing premiership, losing semi-finals, just missing out. They can't keep doing that. There has to be a point where they get to a final where they can enjoy it together as a team. Win or lose, they have to experience that feeling. They have to experience that feeling of getting to a final, the whole build up to it, the journey to Wembley, going out on the pitch. The Arsenal's fans all round the Wembley Stadium, that atmosphere, they have to experience that. And if they win and they get a taste of winning, then they win together and it builds them up. It then builds them up into the next trophy and it spurs them on and they gain experience. You're not gaining any experience coming second. Oh, here we are again, coming second. And then you get home, you turn the TV on, you're watching Liverpool, Man City. Then you're seeing Tottenham, your local rivals, with a parade, winning a European Cup. Then they have the balls to sack the manager because they didn't do well in the Premiership, even though he won them a trophy. And yet we're still sticking by our manager that's won nothing. Crazy. Yeah, my sleeping bag as well, Lynch. I forgot to tell you that. My sleeping bag's all ready for next season. I prefer beans on toast over a kebab anyways. Yeah, you got to have a bit of cheese on the top though, my friend, don't you? Can't have beans on toast without a bit of cheddar cheese, my friend. It ain't beans on toast without a bit of cheddar cheese. Come on. You know that's the way forward, guys. Come on. Big up, everyone. Hertfordshire Gooner. Big up, my friend. Hertfordshire. Yeah, I know Hertfordshire very well. I have relatives that lived in Hertfordshire. It's been the last 20 years or so, definitely 100. 100%. Big up, everyone. Ten Hag's Army. Do you trust Arteta to get the best out of Gyokeres? He's got to change his tactics drastically, my friend. Drastically has to change his tactics, and we need a playmaker. We need a playmaker or Odegaard to hit the heights that he did when he had that season. Other than that, Gyokeres is going to look very, very ordinary. He'll play him on the left, probably. Or sleeping with a hooker, you never know what you're going to get. Possibly, but I wouldn't know, my friend. I wouldn't know. Big up. Oh, dear. Let's have some analogies on Arsenal, supporting Arsenal. The fog one's a classic. I love that. I'm so proud of myself for thinking of that. Honestly. You could give your 5 finish in the league for the season. Who's going to win the league? Right, Liverpool, City, Chelsea. Yeah, I know you're all going to scream at me because I still think Chelsea will finish above us. Chelsea, Arsenal, Newcastle, Villa. If we don't win a trophy this season, Arteta goes in your 100%. He shouldn't even be here. He shouldn't be taking us into this season. He's had his chances. How many more chances have you got to give this guy? How many? Arteta's like the NHS, isn't it? You keep throwing money at it. Yeah, keep throwing money at it, but nothing improves. The waiting still goes on. Arsenal are NHS settings. Keep throwing money at it, and we're still waiting. It doesn't, nothing improves, guys. Nothing improves. Another analogy. Here you go. NHS FC. Supporting Arsenal is like driving in with only the headlights working. Exactly. Supporting Arsenal is like the NHS. Loads of money thrown at it, and you're still waiting in the waiting room for a trophy. Oh my God. Arteta is not a top European manager. Honestly, I was in Deluded's chat earlier, right? And someone came in the chat. Bless up everyone. I mean, listen, I'm not, but he said he's the best tactician and the best manager in world football. Honestly, world football, a guy that's never managed a football club anywhere in the world. A guy that thinks the Charity Shield is a major trophy. And this guy's rocking up in the chat telling us that he's the best tactician, the best manager in world football. I mean, how deluded is that? We need to see the rest of the window and make that choice. Yeah, we do. We need. Listen, we can't. We've got to give the window time. I think we've got to give the new players. Unfortunately, we can't give the new players time. Zubimendi has got to be quality from day one. So is Gyokeres. So is Madueke. They ain't got time to mess around and bed in and time and all this malarkey. We ain't got time. Season could be over before Halloween, as Carl Walsh would say. And it literally could be over by Halloween this season. I'd argue our players won the Champions League because they got momentum and courage from the conference. Yeah. Yeah, 100%. 100%. You can't downplay the lesser trophies. Oris Bins, you're 100% spot on. You have to win trophies. You have to win together, guys. It's the only way you can do it. The players get experience by winning. You don't gain experience by keep losing. You just get used to losing. Arteta, clown. It's not a manager. He's a clown. He's very, very stubborn. I'll give him that. He's a very stubborn man. Beans and sausages on toast. Oh, now we're talking. Beans and sausages on toast. You know the ones. You know the ones, guys. Come on. That guy was in the chat. Claims he was raging baiting. Ah, right, okay. Yeah, I think he was. I think he was on a wind-up. Big up, Waffle. Legend. Mr. Waffle's in. Welcome, everyone. The problem is that we're incompetent owners that only can know about money. Steve, we keep getting this, Clement, about incompetent owners only worried about the money. And I get where you're coming from. And this is the question. This is what I had to answer, right? You cannot deny how much these owners have given this manager. This manager has had a lot of money to build a football team. A lot of money. And he's still getting money. He's paid £15 million a year. That comes out of the owners' pockets. That don't come out of ours. And this is what I said in when I was on with the deluded Gooner. If you chuck the owners out, then this manager goes with it. Because it's the owners that are keeping this manager in the job. Because if he was at Chelsea now, or if he was at Real Madrid, or if he was at Liverpool or Man City, or any big club in Europe, and he went the length of time after the money that's been spent on it without a major trophy, the owners would have sacked him. Look at Roman Abramovich at Chelsea. He was getting rid of managers for fun. So all these people that want the Cronkies out, right? You've got to think of one thing. If you want the Cronkies out, you are then sacking the manager, because the next owners that take over this football club is not having this manager. They're getting rid of him. That's their first. That'd be their first call. This manager would be gone within days if new owners came into this football club. Just for the egg. Josh Conte is the only thing. Yeah, I told you. 100%. You know. That and deluded fan bases. And fans that think coming second is a trophy and progress. I would say coming second for one season is progress. 2 is major progress. But 3 times coming second, it then has to go down the road as failure, doesn't it? Surely. Big up the waffle, man. Guys, we've got 149 in the chat. Make sure that you've all smashed the likes. It will help us out. Put a like on it, please. And sub if you need a sub. That'd be wonderful. Thank you very much. Look at Spurs. Done fucked off the manager after winning the cup. Exactly, Dazza. Exactly. And the Spurs a bigger club than us. They weren't having all that nonsense. He won a trophy, so keep him. Can't be doing it. NG Sports TV probably not knowing our owners, but any other clubs definitely. Yeah. Good point. See, I just think that I'm at that stage now, guys, and listen, anyone that watches me, anyone that knows me on here, I'm just at that stage where he's done all what he can for me. He's done all what he can for me. I can't, I can't see him getting us over the line. I can't. If he does, I'll hold my hands up and I'll be gassed. But I still think he's had his time here. Winning the FA Cup and Carabao Cup does not, in my opinion, give this guy more time. If he won the Premiership and the Champions League double, I might change my mind a little bit. Who would you have to replace Arteta? Zidane. I would try and lure Zidane into England. That'd be my man. I'd like Zidane. I just like the way he presents himself. I loved him as a football player, world-class football player. Just his persona, winner. Tactically, he knows. I'd take Zidane. Missed the boat on Xavi Alonso. I'd have liked him. PSG manager ain't going anywhere, but he's another one that we missed the boat on that I'd have liked. Kroenkes will never sell. Arsenal is more than a football club. It's stature. It's the biggest sports franchise in one of the biggest cities in the world. Rams in LA, Arsenal in London. Stature. Yeah, exactly. No, the Kroenkes ain't going nowhere. They're going nowhere. Absolutely nowhere. Not at the moment, anyway, Lynch. Never say never. But listen, we wouldn't be short of people taking this football club over if anything happened to the Kroenkes. Saudis are coming or something like that. It's massive. The history of this football club is huge. Absolutely huge. Do you think Arteta gets a top job in Europe if he leaves Arsenal? He'd get a job. I don't know about a top job. I didn't see Real Madrid coming in for him when they needed a manager, when they sacked Ancelotti. They weren't trying to offer the Kroenkes millions of pounds to take our manager, were they? That's how you got to look at it. If he was that good and that sought after, Real Madrid would have been knocking on Arsenal's door to take Arteta. Yeah? And that's what clubs do. If they want someone, they'll tap them up. They'll pay them off. They'll pay them their buyout clause, their contract, everything. For example, Spurs did it with Thomas Frank. You hear it, don't you? You hear managers leaving clubs because managers are wanted by other clubs. If he was that good, Why didn't Real Madrid come in for him? I think our next manager will be Cesc Fabregas. I've said that loads of times. Zidane 100. Yeah, I'm glad you agree, Lynch. I'm glad you agree. People say, "Oh, he don't want to come to England." I tell you what, if you're paying Arteta £15 million a year, and you go and knock on Zidane's door and go, "Look, 20 million quid, yeah, 5-year contract, the whole run of the football club, you get the choice of who you sign, the whole shebang." I'm telling you now, Zidane might think about it. 100%. Big up, guys. Make sure that you're subbing, smashing the likes. Thank you very much. Oh, guys, look at the time. 2 hours, 7 minutes. We're going to wrap it up very, very shortly, my friends. I know you don't want to go to bed, but I've got to go to bed. There's no kebab stalls open now. Can't have one of them. He's a Spanish Gareth Southgate. Hertfordshire Gooner, man. I've said this so many times. I have said this so many times. See, another question you asked a lot of Arsenal fans, right, is would you have Gareth Southgate as your manager? And they all go, "No, F off. Wouldn't have Gareth Southgate of my manager. Are you mad?" But you're happy with Arteta? Yeah, but look, it's Mikel Arteta, isn't it? Yeah. Well, it's Gareth Southgate. Got to finals. Got to semi-finals. Albeit lost, but he got there. Arteta ain't even got us to any finals. Why wouldn't you have Southgate as your manager? No, I wouldn't have Southgate as my manager. So they wouldn't have Gareth Southgate as their manager, but they're happy to put up with Mikel Arteta. You make it make sense. I can't. I can't work it out. I can't work it out. There's people on other, as I said, there's people on other channels my age. Absolutely over the moon with this guy. You ask them if they would have Gareth Southgate. No, I don't want the Gareth Southgate. Pitto 316, big up, my friend. Welcome aboard. Glad you're all in the huddle, guys. We're all in the huddle together, guys. We're all in the huddle together. I would like Hansi Flick. I'd take Hansi Flick, but prizing him away is going to be massive. He would get the best out of Martinelli and the rest of the attackers. He would leave the players freedom. Yep, 100%. Hansi Flick with these youngsters. Wanyeri would be an absolute baller under Hansi Flick. I mean, I know people that are not happy with the England manager. Yeah. Oh, Tommy Tukes. Oh, I hate Thomas Tuchel. I never want him as England manager. Can't stand him. Why is that? He's won everything. He's won leagues and he's won Champions Leagues and he's a winner. So you don't want Tommy Tukes as England manager, but you're happy for Arteta, who's won nothing, as Arsenal manager. Yeah, I just don't like Tommy Tukes. What? Because he ain't as better looking, not as stylish. What is it? What is it about Tuchel? Because he's German? What is it? What he is, he's a winner. He wins things, right? Yeah, I know, but I can't stand him. I don't want him as England manager. But you're happy to have Arteta as the Arsenal manager, who wins absolutely nothing. All right, fair enough. The Seymour, big up, my friend. Big up DJB in the chat from the gym. Nice one. Yeah, I was at the gym today. I'm at the gym most days. Yeah, bit of cycling. I've got cycling in the morning. It's because he's German. Yeah, probably. I don't know. I don't think it's that though. Because you ask them and you say, no, nothing to do that he's German. I just don't like the way he plays. I don't like his tactics. Yeah, but he won things, didn't he? He's a winner. Yeah, I know he's won things, but okay. But you're happy with the way Arteta plays and winning nothing. I just don't get it. I give two years to win a major trophy as England manager. That's my opinion. That should be James. James talks Man City. Big up, James. Welcome, my friend. Welcome. 140 of you in the building. Make sure you're smashing the likes and putting a sub on the channel, guys. That'll help me. We're on the road to 2K, so that will really help. I think the shelf life of any manager is about 3 years in this modern game, football. I think if you've had 3 years at a football club and you've had money spent, I think your first year is kind of getting to know the ropes. First year's a kind of a buy, yeah. Year 2 should start winning something. Year 3, you should win something major. I'm talking about if you're at a big club. If you ain't won nothing after 3 years in this modern day football, move on to the next manager. Chelsea do it all the time. Look what Chelsea done. Abramovich, best owner ever. Yeah, he wins. He wins that, doesn't he? Arteta should have been out in the second. Yeah, he should have. Wyoming, he should have. He should have. See, in my book, he should never have been here next season. You know, and that's not hatred towards him. I've got nothing personal against him. I keep saying it. He's done some good things. You know, I've seen him play some good foot. I've seen some good football played under Arteta. But I just feel that he's had his time. He's had his chance. You know, he's had his chance. You know, it's like when you meet the girl of your dreams and you balls it up. You've had your chance. Can't go back there again. You know? I'm out night, DJB, and the chat. Take care. Talk again. Martin Tap, big up, my friend. Sleep well, my brother. Sleep well. God bless you, my friend. And yeah, take it easy. Take it easy, mate. See you again. Thank you very much. Arteta, you should have been sacked after the Villarreal defeat. Yeah, 100%. I would never take in. This is what I'm saying. Why would you? Why would you? I don't even think Spain would have him in the Spanish job, you know. I think Cesc Fabregas will get the Spanish job before him. I think he's 2 or 3 down the pecking order for a Spanish job. Where he'll end up, I don't know. I don't think he'll end up at the big clubs. I don't think he'll end up at a Barcelona. You know, he might end up at a Napoli or something like that. Don't know. It's a hard one. Any other Premier? I tell you what, James talks Man City. There's one for you. He could end up back at Man City. Imagine that. You could have him at Man City. There you go. The return of the prodigal son comes to Man City. Gone from putting the cones out and giving the bibs out. Yeah, imagine that. Arteta has a lot of pressure to win. He's under massive pressure. I don't think this fan base realises, you know. It's his own fault though. He's brought it on himself. He's literally brought it on himself. He's under huge pressure next season. No thanks. There you go. Why not? He's a City legend, isn't he? Isn't it funny when you ask other people, right, would you have Arteta as your manager? The amount of clubs that turn around and say no. I'm even talking West Ham. I've asked West Ham fans, would you have Arteta as your manager? No. Why not? Just wouldn't. Don't like his attitude. Don't like the way he conducts himself. Thinks he's Billy Big Balls, doesn't he? I think that's the problem with him. He thinks he's better than what he is, and that don't come across too well, you know. He was fine as an assistant, just got a big job like Arsenal far too soon. 100%, always saying it. Can you imagine it? Can you imagine the joy on his wife's face when he went home and said, I've got the Arsenal job? She probably went, don't tell lies, put the kettle on. Yeah, no, serious, straight up. Got the Arsenal job. They've just phoned me. She probably went, go asleep, you're dreaming. You've never managed a football club. How did you get the Arsenal job? Yeah, no, I have. They phoned up and they've said, come for an interview. I went for the interview and I've got the Arsenal job. Go get me a kebab, Mikel. Don't lie to me. No, seriously, darling, I've got the Arsenal job. And they're giving me £15 million a year. Wow. Imagine it. It's like one of us going home and saying, by the way, I'm Prime Minister. Now they've given me the Prime Minister's job. I'm going to run the country tomorrow. Yeah, in your dreams. This guy has never managed a football club. And he's rocked up at Arsenal, one of the biggest clubs in Europe, in world football, with all its history, everything about it. And he's got the job as head coach, football manager. I don't know what club would do that. I don't know what big club would do that. I'm trying to think. Real Madrid wouldn't. Barcelona wouldn't. Liverpool wouldn't. He told her, Chelsea owners gave me the video of Kroenke and Epstein on the island, but I have to pay them off by players. Can you imagine what he told him? Can you imagine his wife reaction when he told her? I bet she was straight out. I'll tell you, he's nothing more than a PE teacher. Exactly. He's gone from PE teacher to a manager. Imagine what he told her. I bet she thought, oh, lovely. I'm glad you got the job. I can go and buy myself a new car now. I can't imagine it. Oh, dear. It is what it is, people. It is what it is. Do you know what, guys? Right. It's been an absolute pleasure talking to you tonight. I just want to thank every single one of you for joining me. Big up the chat. Make sure you sub, smash your like on the stream, guys. And we'll do it all again. My next stream is Sunday sit back session. Yeah. Now, smash all the likes, guys. Absolutely been fantastic. And we've gone over the post-match. We've gone over we've done everything, guys, tonight, haven't we? We've done everything tonight. We've gone over the players and everything. All you guys, all my mods, thank you very much indeed. Make sure you stay safe. Go and enjoy your kebab or your burger or whatever you're having. Beans on toast. Make sure you put your cheese on it, though. Yeah, don't want no beans on toast on this channel without the cheese. All right. Big up, time for a kebab. You know Rob, don't you? You know, look. Cheers, DJB. Cheers, Gavin. All the best, my friend. Guys, thank you very much for all your opinions, all your comments. And just thank you for the community. Saying hello to each other and wishing each other well. That's what it's all about, guys. You know, everyone's opinion's different. And everyone's welcome, whether you're a City fan, Liverpool fan, don't matter what football fan you support, what's the football team you support, guys. You're all welcome in the huddle. We can all huddle together. And what's the likes? 121 likes. Well done, Clement. Thank you very much, my friend. Yeah, let's get that up to 150. Let's get that up to 150 before we go. Get the subs up as well. That'd be great. That'll help us all out, and then we can continue. He's just come in. NS Sports TV. Big up, my friend. Big up. You've just caught the back end of us, guys. But no, thank you for coming in. We're just about to wrap it up now. What we've been going for 2 hours, 2 hours 21 minutes. I've been on the Dan Pot show. I've been on the Deluded show, and yeah, it's been a long one today, but thoroughly enjoyed it. Thank you for all those that follow me on the streams, and yeah, my friends. Big up, my friend. Big up. Stay safe. Look after everyone. A couple of us are going to go get a kebab. I'm not. I think Rob Future's definitely going to go get one. I can see Rob getting a big kebab with a salad. Yeah, you know, Rob, don't you? You're gonna go, aren't you? I know you are. Definitely. Picture the like button as Arteta and slap it on. Gavin, that is a classic. That's an absolute exactly. Picture that like button as Arteta, and you can just go bang. Here we go. Big up, my friend. Thanks for all the mods. Thanks for everyone. Hope you have a nice day tomorrow. Just take it easy, yeah. Whatever you're doing, just be happy, guys. Try and be happy. I'm getting a doner meat and fries on Friday, and the fries. Oh, James talks Man City. Now we're talking. I bet you put the chips in the doner as well, don't you? You get the old fries in there as well. Have it all. Proper messy. Of course, the place near me is open till 4 a.m. and I'm off work, so all good. You enjoy, brother. Enjoy, Rob. If you're off work, enjoy. Why not indeed? Life's too short. Do what you want. Big up and bless. Spicy mayo as well. Wow, now we're talking. You're getting everyone hungry. Everyone's going to go and eat now. Now, big up, everyone. Thanks a lot, guys. I'll see you all soon, yeah? See you all soon. Stay safe. Come on, you Gunners. And we're gone. Take it easy, brothers. Mine, there you go.